Hi people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for part 18 of my favorite Sapphic books with Sapphic main characters. I haven't made a video like this since October, which goes to show how overdue this video is, because I think I finished the last book on this list last year. So anyway, without any further ado, for those who don't know, Sapphic is an umbrella term used for woman-loving women, which includes non-binary people. So the first book on this list is called Into the Bright Open. This story is a YA historical fiction retelling of The Secret Garden, and it's absolutely so good. It's so awesome. I said this recently, but I enjoy retellings more when I have a little to no knowledge of the original story, and that worked so well for this book because it was so good. I just really enjoyed it so much. The Sapphic romance was so well paced and so well done. The world building is excellent. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The mystery was captivating. The plot is so engaging and so intriguing. I truly had no idea what would happen next. This book is absolutely so good and it's so underrated. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called The Fall of Whit Rivera. This story is a YA contemporary following a young Puerto Rican bisexual main character who is navigating her new PCOS diagnosis as well as a new romance. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. And it's absolutely so like fluffy and sweet and atmospheric, if that's what you're in the mood for. Like, the romance is so cozy and it's so sweet. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The disability representation is spot on and it's excellent. Like, it's so good. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The friendships are so wholesome and so lovely and absolutely so wonderful. Truly, this book is one of the author's best. Like, I had really low expectations for this book, but this book absolutely exceeded them. And I just really enjoyed this awesome, cozy, perfect for fall atmosphere, like, book. I don't know if any of that made any sense, but essentially this book is absolutely so good and so well done. I feel like I've talked about this book a lot recently, but anyway, the point is, this book is absolutely so excellent and it's really good, so I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called This Dark Descent. This story is a YA fantasy following what I believe to be is a bisexual main character as well as a demi-romantic main character who team up to win a deadly race. If their sexualities are not what I think they are, then I'm sorry for that, but I'm pretty sure one of the main characters is bisexual, which makes her Sapphic. And I'm pretty sure the other main character is demi-romantic, which makes her Aśka. But anyway, the point is, this book is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. I really enjoyed it so much. I'm so excited to read the sequel, which I believe comes out in November of this year. I just saw the cover and it's so pretty. But anyway, the world building is so amazing and it's so excellent and it's so well done. I love reading fantasies in queer narrative worlds. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The perspectives worked so well. The romance is so well paced and so well done. Literally, this book is so amazing and it's so underrated and it deserves so much more hype. Like, the world building is excellent and it's so immersive. Like, the race was so interesting. The magic is so well done. I believe the magic is tied to Jewish mythology as well, which makes it so much more fascinating and more interesting. But anyway, this book is absolutely so good and it's so fantastic. So with that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called All That Consumes Us. This story is a YA gothic dark academia contemporary that follows a young Sapphic main character who gets swept up in a secret society. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. First of all, I love books with academic settings, and second of all, I love books with secret societies. Like, this book is excellent and I loved it so much. The mystery is so captivating and it's so well done. The world building is so immersive and so good. Like, the characters are so well developed and so distinct. I love the found family friendship. Like, it's so good. The Sapphic romance is so well paced and it's based on such like natural chemistry and natural connection. This book is so good and it deserves all of its hype and so much more because I truly enjoyed it from the beginning to the end. It is so immersive and it's so well done. I just love it so much. I need to read more Dark Academia Secret Society books. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. And yes, I DNF'd Curious Tides last year, so don't recommend that one. But anyway, the point is, this book is absolutely so fantastic and it's so excellent. So with that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Here Lies Olive. This story is a YA urban fantasy following a young Sapphic main character who accidentally summons a spirit to answer her questions about death. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. Again, this book is so underrated. And why is literally nobody talking about this book? It is so excellent and it's so well done. I truly, really, really enjoyed it so much. First of all, the characters are so well developed and so distinct. Like, characters are the heart of a story. And these characters are so well done and so well developed. Like, I love them so much. The plot is so engaging and so intriguing. The friendships are so lovely and so well done. The Sapphic romance is so cute and so adorable. Like, the plot is so engaging, and I loved the conversations about death and what happens after you die. Like, this book is so good. It's absolutely so awesome and just so underrated and just so good. And I really, really enjoyed it. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Stars in Their Eyes. This story is a YA contemporary graphic novel that follows a young disabled bisexual main character who goes to a Comic-Con, and it talks about, like, the first time falling in love. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. First of all, the illustrations are so pretty and so stunning and absolutely so vivid. I love it when illustrations in a graphic novel enhance the story. You know what I mean? Like, the writing is so excellent and so well paced. The story is fantastic. The romance is so cute. The queerness of it all is so awesome and just so well done. The disability representation is also spot on and absolutely amazing. This book is so good. And again, it's so underrated because it's such an awesome, well done, sweet, wholesome love story. Like, it's so good. And the illustrations make the story so much better because the art is absolutely so fantastic. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Everyone's Thinking It. This story is a YA contemporary thriller that follows a pair of Nigerian cousins, one of which is bisexual, who both get caught up in a school-wide conspiracy. This book is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. I remember having really low expectations for this book because, if I'm not mistaken, it's marketed for fans of Ace of Spades, of which I am not. So with that said, I thought that I wasn't going to rate it anything higher than 3 stars. But then I rated it 4 stars and I was like, oh my gosh, this book is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. I love the relationship so much. The dual perspective worked so well. Like, I love the friendships and the romance and, like, everything about this book is so good. The mystery is so captivating from the beginning to the end. Everything about this book felt so nuanced and so authentic and just so awesome. This author is so talented. I will gladly read whatever they write next because this book is absolutely so good. And in my opinion, it's better than Ace of Spades. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. The last book on this list, and certainly not the least, is called Gwen and Art Are Not in Love. This story is a YA queer historical fiction following 2 queer main characters, and it's about love, friendship, and being brave enough to change the course of history. This story is absolutely so excellent, and it's so well done. Typically, when I read historical fiction books, I expect them to be a little bit more serious and more political driven, if that makes any sense. But this book is definitely more friendship driven and it's more romance driven and it's way more character driven than plot driven, which for me worked so well. Because again, I love these characters so much. They each felt so authentic and so well done. Their individual queer romances were so cute and so lovely. And they were based on natural chemistry and natural connection. I just love them so much. The plot is so engaging and so intriguing. The political elements that were there were absolutely so awesome, and they were also intriguing too. Like, this book is so fantastic. Every single element, every single plot point was done so well, and they were each so interesting in their own right too. I don't know if any of that makes any sense, but this book deserves all the hype and so much more because it's absolutely so excellent, and I'm so excited for whatever the author will write next. I think they have a new book coming out in May, but anyway, I'm so excited to read it because this book is absolutely so fantastic, and it's so excellent, and it's so well done. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. So in conclusion, as an ally to the LGBTQ+ community, I hope this video helps diversify your bookshelf. Please know that I believe that queer people deserve to feel valued and seen and heard and loved. So with that said, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the boat emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!